can't get enough of it. Welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy you're here, and we're all here together. My name is Suzanne, as you can see right there, because if Sue can, you can too. And this is, what's the name of the show? You Can with Suzanne. Woohoo! All right, welcome back. So how are you? This is mid-February. Happy birthday to you, Aquarii. What do you call more than one Aquarius, right? Aquarii, maybe? I don't know. But happy birthday to you if this is you. And goodness gracious, we're just ripping right through the new year already. Did you get your taxes done? I got mine done over the weekend. Getting a refund. Oh, yeah. Is it already spent? I'm going to be smart with mine and like put a little here, put a little there, and hopefully save a little. We'll see how that goes. But at least I have a plan. And what else is going on? The middle of February. Did you do anything for Valentine's Day? I don't have a Valentine. That's okay. I'm my own Valentine. And I give myself stuff all the time. And I'm going to get myself stuff with my tax return too. So, all right. You got to love yourself. Show a little self-love. What else is going on? So we have St. Patty's Day coming up around the corner. It's crazy. Like once you hit the first of the year, it's just like bang, zoom. You get a little more snow, and then it thaws, and we can then we got to worry about losing weight again because we have all that winter fat from all them cookies and extra drinks and those what's that white the eggnog with the whiskey and all them, you know. I fall into that. It's a Sagittarius type thing, you know. It's eat, drink, and be jolly. It's all Sag. And my son's in Sag. No, it's not. My son's in the 9th house, which is ruled by Sagittarius. I'm taking an astrology course, can't you tell? Yeah, so I'm always all fired up. But it's fun. It's so fun to be me. I hope that you enjoy who you are. I know I enjoy who I am, and I love the fact that you are here. And guess what? Somebody I went to school with, I hope she doesn't mind me mentioning, Faith. Hi, Faith. She was not feeling well, and she was sick in bed, and she was feeling really, really down, like really down. And she binged watched this show. And she said it really uplifted her. And it just uplifted me. It just made me so happy. So you can suggest that. You could always binge watch. I just put them all up on my Facebook business page, which is my name, Suzanne Sucan. And so you can watch all the back episodes, all of 2017. They're all there. And yeah, for season 2. Woo! I'm so excited. And thanks for bringing me back. I love doing this show. I love getting your messages, and sometimes you comment on the stuff that I'm wearing and some questions, and I love it all. I love it all. So what else before I get to my guests? I don't think I have anything else for you. I don't have any stories, nothing. Well, all kinds of crazy stuff has been happening, but it's all good stuff. You know, we went through some funky moon cycles and eclipses and stuff like that, but it ought to be a little bit smoother sailing for the next little while, I hope. And guess what? If you want your astrology chart done, you can order that on my website at SuzanneSucan.com, because I do that too. If it's something that has anything to do with empowerment to help you be your best self, I want to help you with that. And I also got a new thing. It's a really cool thing. It's a wristband like a Fitbit, and it measures your aura. So I do aura photography too, and I can do a reading for that. So cool. It's like having a map of who you are. It's nice to get it from somebody else, and it gives you almost an excuse to be the way that you are. It's really neat. Anyway. All right, so are you ready to meet my guest today? I always have awesome guests. Oops, I almost forgot. Thank you, Mr. Cardinale. That today's show is sponsored by Hearts Gallery, a wonderful little store on the corner of Clinton and Union in West Seneca. And if you go in there, they got all kinds of really cool stuff. It's mostly handmade and independent people who, you know, they run their little companies, and there's like candles and home decor and jewelry and all kinds of cool stuff. So go in there and tell them I sent you. Hearts Gallery is the sponsor of our show, so thank you to them. All right, now it is time to meet the guest, and it's a musical guy, and he's got a musical store, and he is a wonderful person, so please help me welcome Joe Maniaci. Yeah! And the crowd goes wild.
Thank you.
Yay! So welcome.
Oh, thanks. It's good to be here.
It's good to have you here. Isn't this a beautiful set?
It really is. I love
it.
Very impressed.
Thank you.
Nice and comfy.
Good, because comfort is important.
Yes.
So, Joe has a store called Allentown Music.
Yep, it's not in Allentown anymore.
It's moved.
Yes, like twice.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
But before we get to the store, can you just share a little bit of your backstory? Like, I want to know, when you were a kid, did you wish you had a music store when you grew up, or how did that come to be?
Kind of. I mean, originally, of course, when I was a little kid, I wanted to be a rock star, and
naturally.
Not that I don't want to be anymore, but at some point it was like, well, I wanted to at least do something with music. I ended up going to school at UB for music education. It wasn't 100% what I wanted to do, but I wanted to do something with music, and I actually took a leave of absence, didn't go back, opened up my store right around the time I was thinking about going back to school, and then I made the decision to, I opened up this business, this is what I'm doing now.
How did you open, though? You had to get stuff to put on the shelves from somewhere.
A lot of it, actually, I give credit to my friend Brian Wantuck, who owns a place called Wasteland Studios. He rents out band spaces and does recording. He had a store on Elmwood called Wasteland Music, which I helped him open, and he decided to close down and basically helped me open up my store, because I said, if you're not going to reopen, and we did a little trade. He had leftover inventory, and that's how I got my start. So I give a lot of credit to Brian. He really, if it wasn't for him, I probably never would have opened a store.
Wow. See, those are those little nuggets that we love to hear.
And I knew nothing about business, never took a business course in my life. Very, very scary opening up a business, without any kind of education about opening up a business. I worked at his store. I worked at another music store for a while, and that was pretty much my experience. Wow. With that. So I've been winging it for 16 plus years now.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, yep. And now
so did word spread quickly, or how?
Yeah, it actually did. Things went very well. We started in Allentown originally, which hence the name. We moved out of there. We never saw it coming. So, but we kept the name, at least for now. Now we're in Black Rock, actually, on Amherst Street. But originally we lost our space on Allen Street, moved to Elmwood. We're there for 10 and a half years. Had to move out because of the condo project that's happening there in Elmwood and Forest. But we kind of timed it just right. We saw it was coming, and we found this place on Amherst Street that fell in love with. I fell in love with the neighborhood, and it's been about a little over 9 months now, and everything's been going really well there.
Already?
I know it's been that long already.
Wow.
The neighborhood's really welcomed us, and customer feedback, they love the space. We got better parking there, but things are going really well. So
yeah.
But that's things didn't happen the way I planned, but that's life.
Yeah, and sometimes it's better that way, because there are growing pains, right?
Yep. There's a lot of things I look back on where I'm like, this is not how I thought things were gonna when I was younger, my vision of things. But and then I look back and I'm like, I'm kind of glad, that things didn't, work out the way they did.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that is wonderful. So what kind of stuff do you have in there?
Oh, lots of musical instruments: guitars, drums, keyboards, ukuleles. Accessories is our big thing: guitar strings, cables, drumsticks, drum heads. That's the stuff that we sell probably every day. Even if we don't sell any guitars, I know people are going to come in for strings and stuff like that. The necessities they need, every day. So
I'm guessing you probably have a steady clientele.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're very, fortunate to have so many people in Buffalo and the surrounding area that really want to support local small businesses.
Yes.
Especially nowadays with the big box stores in the area and the internet and Amazon and all that. You got people that, they think it's cheaper and or it can be more convenient, but we're lucky to have the people that, I don't care if, sometimes I'm not saying they are spending more money at my store. A lot of times they're saving money than going online, but there's the people that I don't care if I'm spending more money. I want to support the small business, the local small business, and we're really fortunate for that. And that's that we've survived 16 plus years now, and 3 locations. Getting kicked out of 2 locations, and been able to survive by the customer support around here. So it's been great.
That is a big deal. I give you big kudos for that, because brick and mortars are just disappearing. They're vanishing.
How many music stores in this area that I've seen closed down in the past several years.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like still kind of the new guy in town as far as music stores go, and the fact that I've been outliving some of these stores now that have been around for 40 plus years that have closed down recently. So we're really lucky.
Yeah, so you're doing something right.
Yeah.
I think it's also nice, you know, that as the owner that you are there every day.
Yeah.
You're the guy that's there every day.
Almost every day. We're open 7 days a week, and I can't be there every day. So
Yeah.
I am there 5 days a week for the most part. But
you're there. I mean, you have a presence.
Yes,
And
yes.
that goes a long way, I think, too.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of people come in, they want to deal directly with me. You know, but my employees, especially the one I have right now, he's fantastic. And like, I know people who will call up asking for him, and I'm like, but I'm the owner, you know. But they want to, they're, you know, but he's doing that good of a job that, you know, he's you know, great with the customers.
Because you are only as good as your people.
Yeah. And
that's what makes the business is the people.
We've had some that have let me down before, where it's like, man, you know, it makes me look bad,
right?
You know,
it does.
And I can't be there all the time, being open 7 days a week. So
good workers are hard to find.
Yeah. We don't,
especially when you have your forward customer facing.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of things that have to happen there, right? They got to be able to talk.
Oh yes.
You know, have eye contact. Make sure they're not giving their friends your gear out the back door.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
Yep. That's what I'm lucky. The person I have now, Clayton Pitcher. He's a really, you know, really nice young man. I've actually known his family forever. His father was a guitar teacher of mine years ago.
Wow.
His grandfather was my English teacher in high school. So like, I know his family. He comes from a really good family, and I trust him. That's the important thing, is I know he's not gonna, you know, do something purposely to hurt the store, you know. So
wonderful.
But he also goes out of his way to help customers too.
Yeah,
you know, he does put the customers first. So
yeah, and then that contributes to.
Oh yes. But
yeah,
the
now
face
you won the Art Voice Award or whatever.
Yeah, we won.
Was it Art Voice?
Yeah. They don't do it anymore. But for the past, from like 2009 till a couple of years ago, I think they stopped doing the award. We won it every year from 2009 till 2015, until they stopped, or 2016, whenever was the last year they did the award.
Oh my gosh, for best music store, right?
Yeah. So we were.
I love that.
I mean, the first year I was just floored that I won. I couldn't believe it, and then I kept winning every year. After that, I was just like, what's going on?
And it's not because you're the only music store, because you're certainly not the only music store.
Yeah.
But people actually voted, and you won year after year.
And it was legit. I mean, a couple of those years, I didn't even vote for myself. Didn't even cast my own ballot, you know, and wasn't even telling people to vote for me. So I was really, you know, I really appreciate all the support we've gotten around here. So, you know, but you're right, though, the face-to-face thing, you know, it's people come in and they deal directly with me. If I'm not there, there's my employee there, and if they need something that he can't handle, he calls me up, and, you know, so there's never a day off. There's never a day off.
Welcome to small business.
Yes, absolutely. So, you know, it's.
So what is the location?
It's 497 Amherst Street, and it's right on the corner of Amherst and Bush Street. That's between Elmwood and Grant. It's pretty much next to Wegmans, a few doors down from Wegmans on the same side, next to the Habitat Restore. If a lot of people know where that is. So.
Wow.
So at first we were a little iffy moving farther from Allentown off the Elmwood Strip. You know, Black Rock, Amherst Street, I was a little iffy about it, and it's been but I kind of had a feeling it was going to work out, and the response we've gotten is just great, you know. But I think we've got better parking there than on Elmwood, a nicer storefront space, being next to Wegmans, being off the 198. It's there's a lot of pluses.
And you've got a lot more square footage, a lot more floor space there.
Absolutely, yeah. So that's
because
really
you're really packed, really
our
packed
place on
in there.
Elmwood. I mean, it was really tight in there. The layout was terrible. The building was kind of falling apart around us too. So
you have to be really careful when you walked in, like
and
not
now
to
it's
bump
gone.
stuff.
They actually tore it down, the old building down the day after Christmas. So we got out just in time.
Yeah, that was a little sad, but yeah.
Yeah, but we moved on. So,
right, and to bigger and better things. It's the same store, but bigger footprint.
Yep. So that's basically it.
That's wonderful.
We have a little room to grow in there, whereas when we were on Elmwood, there wasn't much more space we could grow. You know, we were kind of maxed out in there. So
yeah, so some of those winter pounds wouldn't fit your old stores.
Yep. Behind my counter, I would like go between the counter and the guitar strings, and I had to like squeeze by like this, you know. So
yeah, it was. Really
it's refreshing.
Yeah. It was wonderful to come see in this store. Like, wow, you can spread your arms out and not bump stuff. It's fantastic.
Yep. Yeah.
Excellent. Do you have, how can people find you? Do you have I don't remember if you use a website or is it your Facebook page?
Yep, we do have both. We have the website and the Facebook page.
Which is?
So the website is allentownmusic.com, and the Facebook page is facebook.com/allentownmusic. So it should
All
be
right,
pretty
sweet.
easy to find the website
Good.
and all that.
And you are open 7 days?
7 days a week
Oh
from
my gosh.
noon to 7 every day.
Wow.
We're closed major holidays like Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the big
Mother-
ones.
Usually the big family holidays. The smaller ones. President's Day, we're open for that. Stuff like
Yeah.
that. But the big family holidays we're usually closed. But other than that, we're open about 355 days a year, I'd say, something like that. So, but unless it's a major holiday, we're open every day, noon to 7. So,
Sweet,
yeah.
sweet. Do you do repairs too?
Yes, we actually offer guitar repairs, electronics repairs for amplifiers and keyboards. We also do band and orchestra repairs. We have a guy who's not in shop but does great woodwind and brass repairs for us.
Wow, see, I didn't know that.
Yep. He picks them up once a week usually and then brings them back. Does excellent work at a really great price. So we're very fortunate to have him.
Wow.
So yeah, most of the stuff we do in there, we do offer repairs for. Do rentals as well.
Oh yeah, we've got to mention that.
Yep. So
sales and repairs and rentals.
Yep. We do some lessons too, mostly guitar lessons right now at the moment. But we've branched off a little bit. But it seems like the guitar lessons are the bigger, the more in demand thing.
Because
so.
everyone wants to be a rock star.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't say I blame them.
Right? Yeah.
I still do.
I still do the air guitar.
Yeah.
I'm really good.
Yeah.
So you have an event, or at least one event that we're.
Yes, March 20th at Mohawk Place. My band, The Waves, we're opening up for Richie Ramone of the Ramones. So we're really excited for that. We haven't actually played in quite a while. Our last gig was in Niagara Falls back in May, so we've been laying low for a while. Then we just got offered this gig, and we're like, yes, we're doing this gig. Yes.
Oh my God.
So it's the day after my birthday. We haven't done a gig in a while, and we're opening up for Ramone. So
wow.
Yep. So we're really excited. We have the Barksdales and Chester Copperpot opening the show. I think it's going to be a fantastic show.
Wow.
We got tickets for sale at the shop right now, $12 pre-sale.
That's it?
No surcharge.
That's it?
I'm even doing charge by phone, and I'll mail them tickets to people or do will call.
Oh my gosh.
We think it's going to be packed. I think it's going to be a great show.
Yeah,
Can't
and
wait
Mohawk
for
is
it.
a great venue.
Yeah, that's one of our favorite venues to play out, actually. We've played there several times, and we love it every time.
Yeah, you can't beat Buffalo.
Yeah,
you
you
our
can't.
community just.
Whenever I hear people complain about Buffalo, the weather, the economy, all these things, I'm like, I grew up in Batavia, and I moved to Buffalo, and I'm like, what are you people complaining about? This place is awesome.
It's going on.
I've been living here for over 20 years now, and I don't plan on leaving.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it
Yeah,
here.
this community it just can't be beat.
It really can't.
Yeah, so much heart.
Yeah.
And the whole thing with supporting locally, people got your back.
Oh yeah. People that support local businesses. I love my neighbors, like at my store and at home, and just so many great people here.
Yeah.
It really is a great community.
Yeah.
So, I think very underrated place, I think.
Oh, I totally agree.
So.
Yeah. Now, I want to recap that event. It's March 20th, you said,
yes,
right?
it's a Tuesday night.
Okay, so Tuesday, March 20th at the Mohawk.
Yep, the doors open at 6, so it's a fair, it's not going to end real late. I'm going to say probably,
Good.
Probably 11.
Yeah, because we're getting older.
Yeah,
I don't know about you, but
it's a weeknight, so I know, but the good news is it shouldn't be a lot of competing gigs going on. Like if it was a Saturday, there's usually a lot of good shows going on.
Right.
So being a Tuesday, we shouldn't have a lot of competition with events. Just got to make sure people, it's early enough where I think people can still get home
at a
get some
reasonable hour and
yeah.
catch a few winks.
Yep. I have to be up in the morning with my daughter the next morning.
Oh,
so I got to take it easy. So, yeah.
Wow.
Within
That's so
reason.
cool. With a Ramone yet.
Yes.
Now, do you have, can people get tickets on your website too? Or?
We don't have them online.
But they can call you.
They can call, yeah. And the store's number is 716-88-MUSIC. So you can call me and charge them by phone. I'll mail them. We're also offering will call, and it's $12 even, no surcharge, no tax on it. It's all included.
I love that. It's a great price.
Yeah, it's $15 at the door, but if you get them, in advance, it's $12. So.
Well, you wouldn't want to wait till the last minute because Mohawk's not that big of a place. You might not
and we have a good feeling this show might sell out. There's a very good chance it's going to sell out.
Yeah,
so.
I think it'd be a good idea to get your ticket like now, like today.
Oh yes,
like
I
tonight,
think so.
like as you're watching this.
Yeah, we've already got some sold, so
I believe
it's
that.
happening.
Sweet,
yeah.
sweet. What else do we have going on? And we still got a few minutes left, so I don't know if I have any other questions. What else can we
I can
chat
mention
about?
that I provide the backline equipment for your exposure concert every year. So that's
right.
which I'm always happy to do that for you. So.
Yes, I guess I better mention that real quick. We have the Exposure concert. Oh, there's a hair in my face. And the Exposure concert is number 9. So
Wow.
I want to see you there. 9 years we've been doing this. It's a 3-day live music event at the Cove on Transit in Clinton and Depew, and it is it's an event to raise awareness for domestic violence. And I'm approaching it a little bit differently this year. Like, I don't want to wear stuff that says domestic violence. I don't want to carry that around. It's a different approach. So really, you know how I told you at the beginning of the show, really my theme is empowerment. So we're looking at it that way. We're talking strong and becoming empowered and aligning with your own self and knowing who you are and having healthy boundaries and raising intelligent people who will respect other people's boundaries. We are going to have t-shirts, so I'm still working all that stuff out. But we have 40 plus bands, 2 stages, 3 days, and Allentown Music donates the back line for the big main stage. So that's always awesome. So I really appreciate you doing that. He comes and he sets it all up, and then he takes it all down, and I brought your drum key.
Oh, thanks. Though, if I had $1 for every drum key that came up missing,
you'd have lots of dollars.
Yes. I
And
can buy more drum
you said
keys.
that, and I'm like, and I promised you, I said, I'm going to keep my eye on this one, and then I took it home to make sure no one else took it, and it was last June, and I still have it.
Well, thanks. I forgot all about it.
Oh, I didn't. I kept it right by my computer. So I would love to see you guys there. Mark it on your calendar. It's the end of June, June 22nd, 23rd, and 24th at the Cove, Transit Road in Depew.
And lots of great talent that you have there all weekend, too.
Yeah.
It's
my favorite part.
Yeah.
All these bands donate their time, 40 plus bands, 2 stages that's going the whole time. So even if you don't care for a style of music on one stage, go on in. It'll be something totally different. And we have all styles. And gosh darn it, everyone is just so talented.
Mm-hmm.
I just love it. And I have to turn bands away because it just fills up so quickly. So that is a wonderful awareness event. Come and feel good. And there's basket raffles, and we're accepting volunteers. So if you want to help out, I would love to see you there. And Joe always donates that backline, so I appreciate
It's
that.
another thing to like mention real quick when you said about the talent is, I think Buffalo's also an underrated city as far as like the talent that's here, especially the music talent. I mean, there's a lot of the obvious, big names that have, made it big in that. But, if you really like think about a lot of them, sometimes I'll think about like, man, I can't believe how many, we're not as known nationally as a music city. But we really how many really acts have made it big out of here? And then the local talent that's just here anyway is,
it's like bubbling.
I know.
It's bubbling with talent.
It really is. It really is.
It's so exciting.
Yeah.
But our music venues are closing down because, I'm not so sure if it's because people, I don't want to go out and wait until 11 o'clock to see a band.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are starting to share that, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not so much cops wait for drunk drivers, learn to be responsible.
Mm-hmm.
If you have to drink, have one like now or have a designated driver or something. That shouldn't be an issue because, come on, we're adults.
Yeah.
But it's a shame that venues are closing down.
Yeah, the good news is there have been some that have opened up over the past few years that have kind of helped offset that, but then we've still had a few others close. And
right.
It's always sad to see venues close. I mean,
the live music ones, especially.
Yeah, but several years ago, I remember seeing a handful of them close, and I was like, oh no, our music scene's like what's gonna happen? Then you saw a few new ones open up. You saw a couple reopen, like Mohawk Place.
Yeah.
So that was really great when I saw a bunch of these venues reopen and open up. Gave me and it's kept things going.
So alive.
Yeah,
so alive.
That's the thing. The music's here. The talent's here. But we got to have the venues.
Right.
But in order to have the venues, people have to support them. They have to go out to the shows.
So they need to start a little earlier. So that's not how
Yeah. I mean, when I was younger, I used to love going out at 11 o'clock and being, at a club.
That's a big deal then.
But I know not
when
everybody.
You have kids and yeah, things shift, and so things have to shift right along with that.
Yep, I have a kid now, so
you sure do.
I understand.
It changes.
She just turned 2.
Everything. Yeah. Oh God, is she terrible too?
Yes and no. She's where she is starting to throw little tantrums, but it's a normal 2-year-old. And but I say even when she's being a terrible 2 little brat, I enjoy every minute of it.
Oh,
She's just wonderful.
Yeah,
So.
kids are awesome.
I know, they really are.
Yeah.
They really are. What a perspective it gives you though when you have your own. It's just changes everything.
It does for the better.
For the better,
wow,
absolutely.
Everything's just new and fresh.
It may maybe make things more difficult, but it's better. It definitely is. So I'm experiencing that right now.
All righty. Well, that's it. Oh my God, didn't that go so fast? Didn't it go so fast?
Oh yeah.
It always does.
I know.
It always
Do
does.
we have to stop now?
We do. We do, because we both have children to go home to and parent around. All righty. Thank you to Joe, Allentown Music. Make sure you check them out online. And I'm Suzanne Sucan, because if Sue can, you can too. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you again next week. Share the show with your friends. It's Positive TV. Making a difference, everybody. I'll see you next week. Bye.